Alright. So we back our way back again. Back again. All right, so gold is floating at Monday's high. Right now I got the fibs on it, just trying to see what it's gonna do. It's been meeting some rejections in this area here. They draw a line straight across, but we've been meeting some rejections here, so we had to be careful and watch that area. I had it marked up. Go out to the 1 hour, kind of look at it, bigger time frame. Had it marked up because it's floating Monday's high right now. But of course, you know, we get some bullish momentum right here because we're above Monday's high, and I'm definitely gonna be looking at buying it. We will see. You know, if not, then you know it'll break underneath Monday's high, and then from there, if we break this trend that we got going on, this counter trend here, then we'll be looking to sell it. It'll be back underneath Monday's high, and possibly sell it back down to Monday's low. So we'll just kind of be watching that. US 30 is moving. I seen this when we first got on the session. This definitely right here as far as like a little scalp. The same concept. Like I kind of eyeball it, but on this little impulse move right here. Boom. But we take our fibs and we put it on the bottom of that. Put it at the very top because we got our pullbacks. Yep, boom, just hit TP. All right, gold look like it's moving now. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and let me get them a MetaTrader. I think we'll go ahead and look at buying gold. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and buy execute gold. We're looking at a 5 minute entry here.
I'm back. What I missed?
All right, so I just bought gold. So we can hold this level here. Just a little bit. Put my stop loss at right under the 68 right here. At 1929.35. That was my 5 minute. I'm basing that entry off the 5 minute.
Okay, well, I'm gonna wait for the next 5. I'm waiting to turn in the middle. We're gonna see.
AT&T solves another small business problem never thought you'd have. Trees. Trees that get knocked down during storms and fall across power lines, shutting down your power, which shuts down your internet and your entire business. Get internet that works in a power outage with internet backup and AT&T internet. To know more, call 855-288-5599. In select areas. Fresh groceries are our things. Check your delivery order for freshness at every step from farm to store and pick and pack every veggie and fruit here. Fresh every day, so shop and Kroger, fresh for everyone. Free pickup orders. Get more ways to save. Buy $5 save $1 each save. Just buy 5 more participating items and save $1 each per bar.
Let's see what we do right here. 15 seconds. Oh man, US 30 flew. Whew. Flew.
Good Lord.
I know. I told you, right from where we would have ended at.
Oh my goodness. Ooh, that would make my stomach hurt a little bit.
Mm-mm. All right, so now like we got a 15-minute close in here. Still looking for the same thing. Still looking for it to push on up. And we'll see what happens here. Let's go. Let's go. So TP, I'm gonna go 60 pip full TP. And be 1928 or 1938, 35. We'll do that. 1938, 35. Yo, I'm turning blue. Turning blue. Let's go. Let's go. Let's ride, go. Let's ride, go. Come on, go. Let's ride, baby. Let's ride, baby. Here we can get a push up on goal.
Like it's getting there. It's moving a little bit.
I mean, a little bit of profit. A little bit of profit. So you should, just depending on how many orders you took, we should be roughly right around 15 pips in profit. This is where I always say, hey, you know, you can always start securing some if you want to. It's kind of up to you. It's looking really good right now. Like I want to see it push on up out of here. I want to see it fly. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Get our money back from yesterday. All right, so I'm gonna start.
You got your money back from yesterday. You better be quiet. You got your money back from him.
I'm gold though. I'm gold though. Give me my money back, gold. Give my money back, gold. There we go. Let's ride, Clyde. All right, throw in. At this point right here, we right at 30 pips. For sure. I want to see it ride. If not, my rule is always, you know, get some of those profits, and start closing out some orders.
Oh, my SP is placed. I don't want to see no red this year. I don't care if it hit every stop profit. It's hitting them profit.
Yes, man. Okay. Look, hey, that could be your strategy for the year.
Oh yeah.
Let's go.
It's a stop profit 2022.
Look, I forgot Columbus was still asleep. Let's ride, baby. Let's go. Early morning bag. Let's get it. Early morning bag. Almost at 60 pip TP. Like I said, throw in that stop profit and let it ride. Great trade. Great trade. I'll completely out of the trade. My stop profit going in there now. I just close out. I mean, and the reason being, let me tell you this. The reason being, I stack multiple orders, so that way, like when I go up, 15 pips, I'm really up 30 pips. So that, and you see what it's doing now. So, it gave us a big opportunity.
Yeah.
No, let me drop it in the chat. They better start getting on their calls. Let's go. 22 minutes, bro.
Yep.
Call,
there it is. A-okay.
I'm
Still got the rest of the day. It's only 8:22.
And then I'm gonna tell you this too, Kish, because I mean I know I'm trying to get everybody like all the sauce, like the most sauce that I can give them, because I don't want to be that group that anybody ever feel like we holding anything back from them. Yo, because it's gold. One of the things with gold is that like how it pulls back like this. Yeah, I personally can't deal with that. Right. I personally can't deal with that. Like my emotion, my right now, like I know my my state right now um of psychology when it comes to trading. So when it shot up, okay, we only need 30 pips a day. Like, yeah, our TP is our TP is 60 pips. Well, if it pushed up roughly 50 pips, yo, I'm taking the bag because I can't deal like where it's at right now. I would be pissed. You know, seeing $500 for it to go back down to hit your stop profit, you know, at $80. Like, yeah, that's still a bag, but you had a potential to close out, you know, right here 50 pips. As well as if we look left here, like I was telling you when we first got on, as we look left here, like that's still a level of resistance. And it literally came perfect to that area. Yeah, TP, you know, yeah, TP was a little bit above it, but we looking at it, hey, you know, if this candlestick would have just completely ramsacked through it, then I would have been like, okay, now let me hold it. You know, that's the I mean, that's the whole thing. That's all we need. We got our spike up. We got our pips out of this pair. You know, and we got it doing you know what I'm learning. Like I said, I'm gonna just call it. This is gonna be the pattern. First 6 figures, first 7 figures, like this the pattern. This is the pattern. Hey, I'm gonna write on this real fast. Solution pull. For that pullback. Bro, US 30 is flying. I'm talking about like Keisha. I'm talking about like flying. Like, hold on, before I finish typing that, like flying. Oh my goodness. That might go hit. It's gonna hit Monday's high. It should anyway. I'll break that down in a minute. We seen that one late, but that would have been a great trade too. See, look at it. Look at gold. She's bipolar, but I love her sometimes. Sometimes she made me sick. But when she paying, I love her though. All right. Boom. Well, we've coined the golden zone. There's a 38 and a 50. And that's it. Yeah. Now show y'all this too, so that way I'll always have it. All right, and then TPs. Actually, that's not how you feel extension. And that's it. Like that's the pattern. Like this is what I'm sticking to. You know, this is what's been working for me. This is what I see. Um, you know, like I said, I will pull this out a little bit so it's not crowded. That's a good picture too. Look at that. I'm dropping this. We're dropping that this picture in the chat just in case you know y'all need to study it or you want to look at it or anything like that. Like I mean, but that's the pattern that I'm looking for. Like it doesn't matter what time frame. That's the pattern I'm looking for today. We found that pattern. We found that pattern on the 15 minute, and then we got our entry on the 5 minute. All right, now let me break this down, and we'll get up off this bad boy. All right, so this is roughly when we got on the call. So automatically, when we got on the call, the first thing that I said was that we're above Monday's high. Right, when we're above Monday's high, then we're looking for buy positions. If we're below Monday's high, then we're looking for sell positions. We had this trend at the bottom that was making support. I also told you guys like, hey, you know, if it breaks below Monday's high and then we get a break and retest of this area, then hey, we'll look to sell it as well. So anyway, we're above Monday's high. Here is our impulse. And check this out. Look, impulse, 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 bearish candle. All right, let's see if the next one is bearish. Nope, bullish. All right, so keep on going up. No fibs yet. No fibs yet. Bearish candle. Is the next one bearish? Nope. No fibs yet. All right, up, bearish candle, bearish candle. All right, now it's time to place the fibs. All right, 2 bearish candles here. Fibs go from the bottom of that impulse to the top of that impulse. Boom. So now it is below, right? It is below. But we want to see if we're looking to buy this, like we already know we in bullish territory. How do we know that? First confirmation is that we're above Monday's high. Second confirmation is that we had a bullish impulse, right? Had a bullish push. From there, boom. Once we took I took a 5-minute entry, and then again when it closed on the 15-minute, when we took another entry. So boom, here it is. A 15-minute time frame. It engulfed, right? It bounced off of support right here, which is Monday's high. Long tool. We'll talk about this in a few weeks this month though. How you can use the long tool and just go ahead and preset your target, so that way you don't have to type them in every time. But 30-60, right? We just looking for a move up. All right, we already know. We had talked about it when we first got on, that this area was a resistance, basically because they have been falling in this area. Right? We already knew the area was a resistance. From here, once we got our entry, I do that all the time. Once we got our entry, let me go back. Go out to the 5-minute because that's where we got the most action on. That's where it was right here. Real time 4. Boom. Next candlestick took off for us. Right? Gave us roughly a potential. This area right here literally came up here perfect before it turned back around, but gave us a potential right around 50 pips. Right? Just depending on, like I said, I took a 5-minute entry, so my entry was a little bit lower than this, but just depending on where you're in at. Like I said, I closed at about 50 pips, but it gave us right around 50 pips on the entry here. A little bit of drawdown, and that's what we like to see. And then from there, it hit that spot and immediately started to reverse. All right, one of the things that I had just went over was that for me in trading gold, I'm more so when I see that 30 pips, 25 pips, it might be 15 pips sometimes. I'm closing out profits. Right, I'm to the point now to where I understand. Like I'd rather close out profits, at 30, 40 pips, 15 pips, then let it turn back around and hit a 30 pip stop loss. And that even goes for the trade yesterday. Like I broke my own rule yesterday, like my personal rule yesterday. Like I seen 15 pips, and I could have closed out. I could have started closing out orders, but I didn't. I left all my trades running, and it ended up, hitting the stop loss. Right, so I think that was an excellent trade, and any trade that you make some profits on is a good trade, especially following the rules, and following the setups is a good trade. So I'll be taking that, and we'll be going over that later. I like our end of the week recap. That was a good little trade right there. All right, US 30. We was talking about this literally like when we first got on the call, but US 30, you kind of already see it, took off, but definitely same thing. Like I look at US 30 on the 5-minute for sure. On the same type of vibes though. All it was a push up, all right, a bullish push up, Wait till we get 2 red candlesticks, right? We didn't get one right there, so no fibs. But we got 3 right here. So the fib zone, it came back down. This one, it wicked inside of the golden zone and then pushed up. All right. My thing about this is that you definitely this is just for me, like it's not like a set in stone rule. But I like to wait on the close. Right. If you want to face little drawdown as possible, then wait on the close. It is a skill set that you have to work on. I blew many accounts prematurely entering the market. All right. You think, hey, this market is going to go in a certain direction, and right before the end of that candlestick, whatever time frame you're on, you get that FU, and that's it. That's it. You just get that FU. So anyway, it broke, hit our golden zone, it retested bearish. So for me, I would have been hesitant on getting into this trade. But the next candlestick was a bullish candlestick, and this candlestick right here is the one that we actually seen forming. Like I said, if we would have seen this one, this was literally the 7 o'clock candle. I would have been more inclined to take this trade. But we seen this candlestick forming, and it done what we needed it to do. First TP would have been 0%. It would have hit. And like I said, sometimes the market will let you know things like this. I literally read a trader's post yesterday, and it was like, yeah, the market just lets you know when to close and when to hold. And I was like, the market ain't never called me. They said, Caleb, yo, hold this thing. This mug is about to go. The market ain't never done that for me. I don't know if the market makers called y'all, but they ain't called me. But anyway, it pushed on up, in this one candlestick, would have hit TP1 and TP2. In a case like this, I definitely would have been looking forward to hit TP2 just because of how close it was to TP1. And once again, my tools, I go ahead and set. I already got my tools set. Like I have one for US 30 as well. And look, even if I would have threw my tool on here, 500 pip stop loss, 1,000 pip TP, well, it still would have hit that TP. So it still would have been a great trade. Like I said, this indication right here that it closed above that 27, might have gave you more, might have made us more comfortable. I don't know, to hold that trade because I didn't take it. And US, if y'all ain't know, US 30 be on that gas sometimes. It be tweaking, man. So yeah, pretty little cool setup. Right there on those two. It is NFP week as well. Let's do something. Y'all see what I was looking at: syndication deals and hedge funds. That's just if you study forex syndication deals, or if you understand what a syndication deal is, and hedge funds, then you'll learn how to trade and learn how to invest like with none of your money, like zero. We're gonna talk about that too. We got a lesson plan about that too. Time to give everybody the sauce. All right, so for the rest of the day, we're gonna have news on USD pairs. All right, we're gonna have news on USD pairs. This is what this last news right here is what could have spiked gold up. Honestly, I don't know. Like I don't really look at news. I'm just going over here so you guys will know. But yeah, we got a little bit of news coming out, and then tomorrow is should be NFP, I believe. Yeah, tomorrow is NFP. So I probably will not trade tomorrow at all. Probably let that ride fly. US 30, like I said, it's KD probably in it. I wouldn't doubt that she in it. But US 30 definitely should be going to Monday's high. Let me ask her real fast. All right. Outside of that, did anybody have any questions or anything? Any comments, concerns?
No questions.
All right. Outside of that, we'll get off the session a little bit early today. Like I said, great trade on gold. And if y'all have any questions or anything like that, reach out to me. And now, if you wouldn't have closed on gold, like I said, 50 pips, that's definitely a bag on gold. That's halfway to 100 pips, but anyway, you definitely would have been taken out on gold if you wouldn't have closed out. But like I said, it could get real, unpredictable right here with NFP going on. So with that being said, peace, love, gratitude, and I will see everybody on the session on Monday.
All right. Have a good weekend.
You as well. Thank you.
All right.